Hello and welcome to another episode of Anime Masters of the Apocalypse EpiTalks. I am your host, the escaped slave Mass, and with me is the guardsman Vlad. Hello, Vlad.
Hello, everybody.
And we're here to talk about another couple of episodes of Vinland Saga Season 2, and this time we're talking about episode 15 and 16. So, Vlad,
Mm.
what do you think about these couple of episodes?
Oh, they were so they were very emotional.
Mm,
Two very emotional episodes. Not even done yet. It's not even finished yet.
mm-hmm.
It, I really thought we would go over the plot with Arnade and what is it called the
Hus-
escape the
husband, the Gada, I mean.
yeah, Gardar very quickly. But no. We have probably one episode more after these two.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then and right after Ketil and his sons are going to return, and yeah, all the shenanigans with Canute is gonna ensue. But yeah, for now we're still in the plot with Arnade
Mm.
and her husband.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah.
we start out in the first episode, episode 15,
Mm.
where Anade is going over to Gardar, what, trying to go to where Gardar is being like kept captive, and
Mm.
she says she just wants to tend to his wounds.
Mm.
Where of course Snake, who is leaving the area, denies her request because obviously,
Mm.
and yeah, and Snake is at this point he really doesn't want to take any chances with Gata because Snake is a cautious and smart guy.
Yeah, for good reasons. He had very good reasons to be cautious.
Yeah. So of course, then after Snake leaves, Arnade manages to convince this one random guard that
Mm.
that she should be allowed to tend to his wounds, to Gata's wounds.
Mm.
And this guy, being smitten with Arnade's beauty, agrees.
Mm.
Yeah. And then they come over to where Gardar is being kept captive, and those other guards keeping guard, they act like kind of assholes, but at the same time, Gardar has already killed one of their friends, so I can understand why they wouldn't have much like sympathy for Gardar at that point.
Mm.
Like they make fun of both Anade and Gardar by saying that
Yeah.
Anade
That's
tend to
fucking
him and all
horrible.
that.
It's very horrible horrible to see.
Yeah, like, but at the same time, it makes sense that they would be like,
Blow off some steam or what?
yeah, like trying
Yeah.
to like make fun of and mock Gada makes sense because again he killed one of their friends, or I assume they were
Mm.
friends.
Mm. Yeah.
Of course, but
Yeah.
Anade doesn't deserve all that.
No. It was so. It's she hasn't told Gala yet that she's pregnant
Ketil's
yeah,
child.
with Ketel's child.
Mm.
It's so hot. The scene where she just sits in front of Garda and can't get herself to actually freeing him. It's just that's hard.
Mm.
So yeah. It's truly a yeah. It's very hard to see Arne being in that situation that she feels completely powerless in this situation, which she is.
Mm. Yeah, and
So
it's
yeah.
kind of like, okay, I got the feeling that Anade is really only acting on emotion here. Like there is
Mm-hmm.
no good reason for her to go to Gadar in this situation.
No. No, no.
and she really doesn't have any plan. I feel like this entire excuse of tending to his wounds is something that she just told to herself in order to like
Yeah,
convince her that she's actually
yeah,
not just doing this because of emotions.
yeah.
Mm.
It's maybe also a way to, again, because she told to Garter that she's sorry, because
Mm.
maybe she feels it's the right thing to escape and uh, free him and escape to a again run for the rest of their lives, but it's not the clever thing to do, and she's trying to build herself a new life
Mm.
because that's what she, until for some not many hours ago, she, before this, she was just building on her life, being pregnant, and yeah, building a new life on the farm as a
Mm.
slave.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah, it's truly a, yeah, it's this instance with Garda has truly just flipped her world upside down.
yeah, and I truly
Hmm.
believe that when she said that she had no plan to free him in the beginning, that she believed
Mm.
that she meant it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when everything happened with again when she saw Gadar from there again and they got to talk, uh, again she got the emotions got to her, and then of course when Gadar like bit that guy's neck off or what the hell he did,
Oh yeah.
and which was damn, that looked
Mm.
ugh. But
Did yeah.
yeah, and
Did,
then when the
did
other
he did
yeah what
did he, because I don't feel like Garter worked on the ropes on his hands. Again, it didn't seem like he had a plan to escape until the guard touched Arnade, and he just ripped the ropes. He's fucking strong,
like he's a berserker.
right? Yeah, it's yeah, but yeah, he's dangerous where when he is emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Um, again, also seen in the episode before this. So yeah, it's yeah, truly a horrifying scene and
Yeah,
very,
what makes
yeah,
it mostly horrifying
emotional.
is the fact that the guy after his neck, part of his neck is like bitten out, and he's
Yeah,
still
and
alive,
it,
and he actually tries to fight back by like taking up his sword, and then just falls
mm,
over like oh that
mm,
it just imagine like your own blood is going through your
yeah,
throat. I was like it could not have
yeah,
been nice to be him, but
yeah. And, and
yeah,
it's not a small piece of neck he got away with. No, no, no.
no,
It's
it's a
a,
big chunk.
yeah, but it's a big chunk.
Uh,
So, yeah.
Oh wait, but then the other guys, of course, they saw what was happening and came out of the house, I guess. And
Mm,
then it's of course where Godard is yelling at Arnade to cut him loose and that they will kill them. And here is where I
mm,
believe that Arnade kind of ended up acting on impulse
mm.
and again emotion because you cannot think clearly in that kind of situation,
No,
and you
no,
only have like 1 or 2 seconds to really make a
no.
decision. So she
Mm,
acted on impulse.
yeah, yeah.
Understandable.
I don't think she really knows what situation she is in right now.
Mm. Not
Again,
at that point, anyway.
I don't think she at all thought it through.
Mm.
I'm very. Oh, it will come up in the episode afterwards. But yeah, she is in a weird place right now.
Mm-hmm. She definitely can't think clearly with everything that's going on.
No, no, not
Uh,
all.
so she ends up cutting Gadar loose, and Gadar kills the rest of the guards.
Mm,
But they do manage to
yeah.
injure him.
Mm,
So that's like, I think they mentioned that that's 5 people that Gardar has killed so far.
He's just a monster. He's a fucking monster.
Mm.
So yeah. Oh
And
man, it wasn't this episode where Arne told Thorfinn where she has where she hit Garner, right?
no, that's the next one.
That's the
Because,
next one.
yeah,
Oh my god, that's so. Oh my. That was some Death Note. Death Note. I got my heart started pumping when I find out when I heard that was just what what he's there what
but he's under the
so
bed.
yeah.
Only Light Yagami could be smart enough to come up with hiding under the bed.
No, but it's more that the time of is the essence, and there's a time limit of how long he can be there, and the the pure fact that he's right under their noses is just damn. Oh man, yeah, but that's in the later episode. But then we found out, and we didn't even know that in this episode. Again, it becomes day, and Einar and Thorfinn talks, and no, in none of them have slept. I really like that interaction that Einar knows Thorfinn hasn't slept because he didn't wake up from his nightmare.
Yeah, he wasn't like screaming and
Yeah,
rolling around in his sleep.
yeah.
Mm.
It's not surprising, but it just further it's just further for the people who saw watching. It's just it further cements how many times this has happened.
Mm.
It is a nightly event that Einar is being woken up by Thorfinn screaming.
Yeah, and
So
I
yeah.
really like this scene with Thorfinn and Einar, where
Hmm.
they're they're talking about um, Thorfinn's dream of creating
Oh
like a
yeah,
place
yeah.
without war and slavery. And one of the things that they do, which I really appreciate, there's a callback to season 1 where, if you remember that scene in season 1 where Thorfinn is still with Askeladd's crew, and they just finished the raid and they're back in Denmark, and then there's a slave girl that talks to Thorfinn, where she talks
Yeah,
about
vaguely.
if only there was a place with no war and no.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and that's her that we
Oh.
see briefly here in the episode. And then, of course, we finally get back to Vinland,
Mm-hmm.
where the only
Yeah. Roll credits.
yeah,
uh,
where the only way they come to the conclusion, like if the because Thorfinn doesn't want to have to, you know, create a new like home and then have to defend it with swords and killing people and all that. He wants to actually create a place filled with peace and
yeah.
tranquility and all that. But
Yeah.
according to Einar, like there's no place that the Vikings won't get to eventually. But
Mm.
then Thorfinn, of course, remembers the story of
Life.
Vinland,
Yeah.
which he heard as a kid,
Mm.
and I can't remember precisely like what conclusion they came to, but
I, I don't think they came to a conclusion. That one of the things that Thorfinn was really went on about was that war makes a lot of slaves. That
yeah,
every
war
time someone
produces
loses a
slaves.
war, the rest of them because the people who lose become slaves. So and it's I think it's Of course, it's still a plan in making for Thorfinn. I don't think he at all has come to a conclusion on how he's going to do things. But
Mm-hmm.
you can in this scene you can definitely hear he's getting more closer. He's not all about trying to making Denmark and making England stop fighting and taking slaves, but he is at least as how I hear it, he wants to free someone and take some outcasts as he called them
Mm.
and go to Vinland and there make a world without wars and slaves.
Yeah, because
So yeah,
they
he's
yeah
yeah.
one
So
of the
he's definitely getting closer to something, but yeah,
yeah because one
you
of
were
the
saying.
things that they talk a lot about is about like Norse society, like Viking society, whatever
Mm.
you want to call it,
Mm, mhm, mhm,
where fighting and being a warrior with which kill people and all that is
mm,
expected and normal.
mhm.
And if you are someone who wants peace, like Thorfinn says, then you will become an outcast and you won't fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the only way is to find it a place outside of this warrior society.
Mm. So yeah, oh man, I hadn't forgot of that. It's good to be reminded of that. That's yeah. That was a very good interaction
Mm.
to get a further insight of how Thorfinn is actually going around being again trying to be a pacifist.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy, but
Mm. And
so
I
yeah.
also really like their talk about redemption, where Thorfinn
Hmm.
says that just going on living without killing isn't a redemption. No, he has to actually go out and
Oh yeah,
rebuild. Like he has to build more houses that he's burned down. He has to grow more wheat than he's burned wheat fields and all that.
yeah, yeah.
Like that's how he will redeem himself, according to
Hmm. Ooh,
Thorfinn.
and the mental picture of all the corpses and all the people he has killed or maimed in some way. Oh, good scene, good visuals. Damn.
Definitely.
Hmm.
And then of course the talk is interrupted by the guards coming
Hmm.
and checking their shed or their sleeping quarters, whatever you want to call it.
Hmm.
And Thorfinn quickly figures out that Gardar has escaped.
Yeah.
And one last thing to note about that scene is that remember that one guard who was leading them there, Snake wasn't with them. He always has his eyes closed throughout the entire movie.
Fox.
Is that his
Yeah.
name, Fox? Yeah. But
Yeah.
this one time, his eyes were completely open and he was
Yeah,
completely
when he
seeing.
was riding, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that was why I felt whoa, they are looking serious on the
yeah.
horses. I couldn't pinpoint why, but yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, he's in business mode.
Yeah, because now five
Yeah,
guards are dead. Now no more
mm,
fucking around. Now they're serious.
yeah,
And we're gonna
yeah.
find this
Now,
guy and we're gonna murder him.
yeah, not only that some of them maybe his friends or that, but also their worth as guards are being tested here.
Yeah, their pride is on the line.
Yeah, yeah, they're earning the thing they're earning.
Mm.
Yeah,
And that's essentially the last scene before like
yeah,
Einar he
it,
says Anae's name and runs
yeah.
towards the
Oh,
horses.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Again, nah, was that the last scene? I think Einar and Torfinn we saw them run,
Mm.
and then they saw that they saw that Arnate Arnade was back at the farm.
No, that was the next episode. That they
That's the
see that.
next episode.
We get a
I
shot
remember.
of Arnade at the farm and Snake and one other guy being inside the
Ah,
Smirgle's
yeah, yeah,
house.
we saw Snake. Yeah, yeah. Ah, that's why I remember it. They Thorfinn and Einar doesn't know yet that she's back at the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, Arnade is in such a weird place right now because that means that. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. We found out why she's back in the farm in the next episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just needed to puzzle the time puzzle the timeline back together in my head. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we
So,
get to the next episode.
yes, episode 16,
Mm.
where Arnade is back at the farm. She's washing clothes, or she's definitely washing something. And
Dishes.
what?
Dishes.
Yeah, I think you're right. She's actually washing dishes. So anyway, so Einar and Thorfinn they come and they try to talk to her, and Thorfinn, being the clever guy that he is, so notices that the guards are watching Arnade. So he tells like Einar to act like you're helping her wash the dishes, and then they're whispering
Yeah.
to each other. Where Arnade explains the situation.
Yeah.
So
And that's where we find out that she with help from Sverker, right?
yeah,
Yeah, got Garter under his bed,
and they're hiding him.
and he's terribly wounded. When I found when they said that, my heart my heart stopped a bit. It's just what. He's right there with Snake and what is that guy called, Badger? Just damn.
Random guard. That's what I.
Yeah.
Snake's the only guy that's worth remembering, if you ask me.
Dude, don't you remember the guy in the last episode, this Reptile, the guy who got cleaved in half by Garter?
He's
Prime episode.
Dude, he's the random guard that got killed by Garter.
Yeah.
They're cannon fodder. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The only other guard that's really doing anything except Snake is the guy with his closed eyes.
Yeah.
Fox. Wait.
But in the start of the episode, Sverker talked to Snake, and he pointed out. That's the first time he pointed out that the sword isn't from here. It's more exotic.
Yeah.
I'm so irritated that we didn't get more, that he didn't get talking. But again, that would be a bit out of character for Snake. But it is interesting that now that a character in the show has pointed it out, and we have talked a lot about it, that he reads the Bible, that in this time it's in what language is then Latin, so he can read Latin, and Sverker even thanks him for reading the Bible for him. So yeah, we're getting closer and closer to maybe to something. I don't know if they are ever going to confirm that he's from another place entirely, that he's more, what is it, north, he's maybe from the east or something. But yeah, it's definitely more interesting. It's interesting that we get confirmation that he has some skills, and he goes around with a more exotic sword.
Yeah, he definitely has a complicated past.
Yeah. So yeah.
One thing that's also interesting about that conversation is that Sverker actually tries to make Snake give up being a warrior by saying that he can inherit his farm.
He offers him his fields. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and talks in length about the joy of actually making stuff instead of killing and destroying.
Mm.
So yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
very
they also
beautiful.
talk
But
about slaves and the people who become slaves, whereas Smirker keeps
yeah,
his own opinion, and he believes that the people who ended up as slaves were merely unlucky, and both Smirker and
mm,
Snake might as well have become slaves if they were unlucky.
yeah,
Mm. And
but yeah,
where in the end, Snake is of course being very like this situation has nothing to do with any of that. That guy
yeah,
killed five of my men, and I'm killing the guy.
yeah. He essentially has the opinion that, well, I'm not a slave now, so it doesn't apply to me. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter to me because that's not the situation we are in
yeah,
again. Right now, I'm a guard at a farm with a master who has a slave who has escaped, or who has a slave problem, and I'm here to fix it. I'm
yeah.
here to kill.
Also that it's personal for Snake now because five of his
Yep.
people were killed. So he's
Yep.
out for revenge as well, and
Hmm.
so it's about pride as a warrior as well.
Yeah.
Mm. And
And again, his name as a guard.
yeah,
And, yeah.
and Thorfinn and Einar, they well mostly Thorfinn, I believe. They decide. Wait, they both decide to help Arnade, and Thorfinn comes up with a plan.
Hmm.
And this is where it actually comes back. That thing we mentioned last time, where we both agreed that
Yeah, I thought I it
Einar
was
looked
Einar
like
in the
Gadar.
chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that actually it comes
Oh,
back
that's
now.
so good. It's so good because when Badger, the guard, looked at him in between the trees when he saw him, I knew it was Einar this time, but it
Mm,
was just damn. I I get why I was confused last episode.
yes.
Now I get why I was confused. They really look like each other.
Mm,
So yeah, and it worked for a bit.
yeah, for a bit. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
Snake is a clever dude.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and also
So
this is
yeah, they
interesting where Arnade at this point, after everything that's happened, comes to the decision to try to run away with Gadar and to raise their child together and all that.
yeah. Yeah, now that we have talked about the plan and all that, I'm a bit curious how far Arnade has thought this through, or is it still all impulse?
I think parts of it is wishful thinking, but
Yeah,
hey, if you have a dream, and I mean,
yeah,
this is the only chance she will ever get to making a
oh
life with
yeah,
Gadar and a possible new child.
yeah,
So
yeah. But
maybe
she doesn't right now. She doesn't even know how Garter will take it, that she's pregnant with
with
the
Hagen's child.
yeah. She
Yeah.
hasn't even. So it's yeah. There's a lot, and also, what would her situation be if she has stayed? What
Mm.
what was the had Snake made a deal with her that, oh, if you play what is that called, carrot on a stick or something, for us, you will not be punished as severely, or would she just get yeah killed right after they
Well, the thing
caught
is, they
Garter
don't.
or something?
Snake and the guards, they don't know that Arnade helped Gadar escape.
Oh, you're right.
They just think that
You're right.
Gadar is that managed to run away on his own.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
from Arnade's perspective and their perspective, Gadar is has escaped and is probably coming to get her because they know she is his
Yeah,
Christ. They don't know that she's involved in all of this.
yeah, you're right.
That's why the
Ah,
plan worked.
yeah, you're right. Oh man.
Also, from their
Damn.
perspective, she's just a slave. She should just do what they say. There's no
Yeah.
dealing. Slaves don't
No.
need a deal because they have no
Yeah.
rights.
Yeah. You're right.
Mm.
So yeah, they again. Who was it? Was it? It was Badger and Fox. No, it was another one because Fox went out at night, but Badger um, and another guard went on pursuit for Einar, but
Well,
Snake went back to get reinforcement.
no, that's not how it is. And like,
Oh.
there were three that went after Einar, and Snake was also one of them on a horse. But then he
Mhm.
realized that the way that Einar was running was way
Yeah,
too like fast and way too fast
unheard.
for an injured man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
he decided to play it safe and went back to the farm to check
Mhm.
if his suspicions were correct or not, while the others would
Mm.
continue to chasing Einar.
Ah, that's how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Thorfinn and Einar and Sverker as well were coming up with the
Mhm.
plan um, to take Gardar, have him be in the I'm about to call it a truck, but that's not what it is. Carriage, in a carriage,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then they would all of them, because they decided to take Swerko with them so that they could easily
Mhm.
come to the
Mhm.
farm without anyone asking questions. They would essentially travel
Yeah.
to Germany, and that made
Oh,
me
would they?
yeah. They said they
Really?
would go to the border. That's the plan.
Ah, when they said that, I just thought the border for of Ketil's lands.
I took it to mean that they were going to another kingdom entirely. Because if it's
Damn.
just going to the border of Katie's Lands, then that's what the next town over.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
That
still
they
gonna
won't
be
be
in
that
pursuit.
they could easily pursue them from there. In fact, they would
Yeah.
probably help. I'm sure
Yeah.
Kato
And
has some influence there.
yeah, and it makes more sense because Torkel said to yeah, and you will be we can leave you at the we can leave you at Ketil at the end of Ketil's lands or something. Didn't he say something around
No, I
because
believe like again that they mentioned border. I believe they used the word
yeah.
border. So they could
Wow.
even
So Sverker is gonna ride with right down to Germany.
yeah, I think so.
So damn, Sverker, even though he's old and beginning to be senile, he's still living the wild life, man.
I think that's
He'll be
why he's doing like he has not he's dying. He's a dying old man.
yeah, yeah,
So he has nothing to lose essentially by
yeah,
helping these people
yeah,
that he actually has gotten to care about.
yeah, yeah. So Sverker is fucking cool. He's a cool old guy,
Oh yeah, definitely.
cool old man.
And
Yeah.
one thing this made me wonder, like, where in Jutland is this happening? Like, how close to the German border are they? Are they
Oh
like
man.
on a carriage with a almost dying, injured man there? They can't be going that fast. And like, how long would that
Hmm.
take them? Because again, we don't know where in Jutland this is happening. Well, they
Yeah.
could be close to the German border, or they could be far away for all we know. I mean, we know they're close to the ocean, but that's about it.
Hmm. What was a big kingdom? What was a big kingdom in the Viking times in close to the border?
The Holy Roman Empire.
And maybe Ribe or something.
Ribe
That's
is a
a
town. That's not a kingdom.
what? Yeah, that's a town, but
You said what was it? What's a
where?
kingdom in
Oh
the
fuck!
Viking time?
Sorry. Yeah.
It's like
What cities? What cities were already there?
the most well known would be like Hedeby, Ribe, as you said.
Yeah.
But for all we know, this is some random, non-existing town
Yeah.
that in Jutland. So
Yeah. Hmm.
Besides, is it
That is food for thought.
yeah, food
Food
for
for thought.
farts?
Food for thoughts. Yes, exactly.
Oh god,
Oh yeah.
we
Yeah.
have fun
Brain
here.
farts. Yeah, we have. But yeah, it is interesting to think some again when you look at the geography because the geography in Vinland Saga in regards to Denmark is actually some of the best depictions of Denmark that I have seen in popular media, in popular fictional media, in media at a long time. Especially when you look at Vikings series, that's not Denmark. That
It's just
that's not
Norway.
fucking Denmark. Yeah, that's fucking Norway.
They
But no,
always
no,
just
that's
make
Sky. No,
Norway.
yeah, that's not Norway. That's Skyrim.
uh,
It's so. I think we have already
it's like
talked about it, but
exaggerated Norway.
yeah, it's saturated in Norway. It's every time when people talk about Scandinavia, they talk about fucking Norway with all the mountains and all the cold. But Denmark, yeah, it's pretty nice here. We have a lot of flat grassland.
Hmm.
The highest point here in Denmark is it's not a mountain at all.
But
It's a
what is
it's a
Sky Mountain?
oh damn!
It sounds
It's
impressive,
such
right?
a high point. Yeah. What is it called? Himmelbjerg. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Sky Mountain.
The sky mountain. It's not a mountain. It's a glorified bakke. What is a hill? It's a
Hill.
glorified hill. Yeah, it's a glorified hill.
Yeah.
And again, and Vinland Saga actually depicts this very well. It's we again back then we had a lot of that checks out
Mm.
and a lot of hills and grasslands. It's good, and they make it look beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, well done, Sujima. Clap, clap, clap.
Yes, yes.
Take a shot. Oh,
So
so yeah.
so yeah, but in any case, I have to say that the plan itself, while ambitious, is kind of foolhardy.
Mm.
I would say.
Again, now that we have talked about it, it depends on where they are in Jutland.
Do Thorfinn even know where they are?
Good question.
Like he's been a
He
slave
doesn't
there
see.
for years, and I assume he's never left the town, so he
Yeah,
probably doesn't
and
know the geography of where the fuck they are.
and it doesn't.
How do they know they're going the correct way? I know they have Swerker with them, but still.
Yeah. I think Sverker knows. Sverker
Well, he's going
seems like a.
senile, so how can we really trust?
Oh damn.
Like I said, it's an ambitious
Maybe
plan, but I
that
don't
way.
think this would work in
Oh,
execution, even if Snake hadn't
yeah,
come in and stopped them.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just common knowledge. I don't know. Again, maybe our generation just we're just a lost cause because we have got Google Maps and all that. Our
Maybe.
GPSs. I couldn't find another city me if I didn't have my GPS. To be fair, damn, I would be so fucked.
Oh yeah, if you
So yeah,
travel back to the Middle Ages, we would all be fucked.
yeah. No signs, no proper maps. Probably
Well, there
it's
would be
just
signs,
damn.
but they would all be in a language you can't read.
Oh damn. I would be so fucked. Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. But yeah, they put Garter on the
Carriage.
carriage. Yeah, damn, it's lucky that he hasn't bled out.
Yeah,
So
the
lucky.
amount of stuff Gada survived is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
gets injured several times.
Hmm.
So anyway, then Snake comes along, and he
Hmm.
decided to take the rest of the way down there on foot, so he could sneak up on Thorfinn and the guys.
Hmm.
And then we got the the epicness of
Oof, yeah.
Thorfinn deciding to actually defend Arnate and Gardar against a
Mm,
snake. And now Thorfinn is conflicted about this because he doesn't want to do violent stuff again. But
yeah.
then
And then
he's
come Askeladd.
yeah,
Yeah.
the like vision of Askeladd telling Thorfinn,
Mm,
well, my boy, what are you gonna do?
yeah. Are you going to be 100% pacifist, going with your complete ideals of not doing violence, or are you going to take some compromises, and it's worth doing violence if it leads to again saving someone or do peace or something. And I don't remember the words exactly, but
Mm.
again, is it fine to compromise in some cases?
Yeah, and then he
So,
and Thorfinn takes his old battle stance,
yeah,
and that was so cool to see.
it was so anime. It was so anime.
And only
it's
and we say that only in the best way.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's so cool that Snake. Oh, is that a? What is that stance? It's not an axe. Is it a sword? No. And then and then then the vision of Thorfinn holding his two daggers. Oh, that's
Yeah, so cool.
yeah.
And we get a tiny bit of their fight. Obviously, the real fight's gonna be next
Oh,
episode, but we get a tiny bit of it, and I am hype. I am hype to see
yeah.
the
I'm
rest
so
of
hyped.
Thorfinn versus Snake, which they have been building up for several episodes.
Yeah, they have.
So
How was it in what episode was it that Einar and Thorfinn got captured? All
there's so
the
many
other.
episodes to go. It's like episode 2 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, damn. Yeah. So, and we are now at episode 16, 15
16.
or something. 16.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
only like
So around 13 episodes, maybe 15. Yeah, around the 13 episode it has been,
hmm,
and now we are here. Damn. Oh, it was so cool how he deflected. Or
it
he
Dutch.
dodged the snake's sword by doing that backflip. So
Hmm.
yeah, Thorfinn still got it.
Oh yeah.
Thorfinn's fucking still got it.
Hmm.
He's a bit older now, but he's still got it. Damn,
He's
I'm
still
I'm very
badass.
yeah, he's still fucking badass. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to it. We didn't get one thing I thought we would get a bit of it was Canute in this episode, but in these two episodes, but no, not a single scene. Or Ketil and the Torgil and what is it
Olma.
called? Olma, yeah. Oh, sad character.
Well, I just
Oh,
hope that what's gonna
poor
happen is
Olmar.
once I'm thinking poor Kitzel right now with everything in his
Yeah,
everything he's
yeah,
worked for is crumbling.
yeah. It's fucking crumbling.
His
Yeah,
entire farming empire that he's built since his youth is falling
yeah,
apart.
yeah.
Uh, well, I guess
But
that's karma
again,
for you.
yeah, I was a bit funny that uh, 2 episodes ago, before I saw these episodes, I really thought that they would get this Garter thing done with, and then Keto will come back, and then they would prepare for Canute coming.
Mm.
But now we have a whole another stuff. Now Thorfinn and Einar is trying to escape Snake with Arnade and Garter, and
Mm.
we don't know if it's gonna succeed or
Yeah,
what.
and all of
Again,
this is
it's
one
it's
thing.
up in the air. Yeah, it's
And all
very
of
up in the air.
yeah.
What is Ketil coming home to?
And one thing we have to remember, all of this is happening essentially right after Ketil promised that he would free Thorfinn and Einar after he
Yeah,
would get home. So they aren't technically free yet. They only have a
yeah,
promise that they will become free. But now
yeah,
they're doing all of this. And,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
who knows what's gonna happen. It's not gonna end up well.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It
it's
really
actually,
muddies the water a bit.
yeah, and it's actually kind of incredible thinking that Thorfinn and Einar are really putting their freedom on the line here for Arnaid
Yeah.
and this
Mm,
dying berserker dude.
yeah. The scene where Einar and Thorfinn say that they want to help Arnade. The face she's giving, that she is all over. She's all over with emotion. She has been pulled apart by emotions at this time.
Mm,
She's already done crying. She doesn't even know what probably to feel anymore.
mm.
Of course she's happy, but damn, she has been it has been a rough day and two. And no, it has just been almost 2 days.
All of
It
this
has
has
been a
only been
rough
2
day and a
days.
half. Yeah, it has been a
uh,
rough day and a half now. So yeah,
what's really sad, I think that Anaid, before all this Gata stuff was happening, I think she was actually on her way to actually accepting on a new life for both her
yeah,
and her future child. That
yeah,
and she herself was coming to grips that that maybe she can actually build a happy life in this new environment.
yeah. Or at least she. I don't feel like she were she were accepting that she could build a happy life for herself, but at least she can be happy through her unborn child.
Mm,
Again, she can have this child and know that my child is gonna have a good start on life and be grow up in at this great place. I
mm.
think she were looking forward to having this child and experience happiness again through it.
Yeah, I also think she was like getting ready to essentially get over the past
Yeah,
because
yeah,
before Gadar appeared, if I were her, I would not believe there was any chance that her
yeah.
family would she would ever see her family again. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm with you there. Yeah, I,
yeah,
I, I, I would probably also have crossed out the family names in my memory.
yeah. So dude, I'm just gonna say if we ever like go to war somehow together and we go into a battle and as far as I know you're dead, I'm not going back to the battlefield to look for you. I'm just gonna assume you're dead. Sorry, mate.
And then I'm gonna show up someday. Marsh!
Like 5 years later.
Yeah,
And it's like, I was trapped beneath a boulder for
15 years,
why did you not come back for
15
me?
years in a cage
And then you come back and I'm
with a
like,
rat named Tom. I learned the way of the rats, and now I'm even stronger. I don't know where I'm going with this.
we promised we would get through this war together. Why didn't you come back for me? And then you come back and then you see that I've made a family with your girlfriend at the time.
No!
Who got pregnant with your child, who's now my son, and like, oh, and they're like, Daddy, who's that wild man? He's scary.
No!
uh,
Oh yeah,
who says
yeah.
writing
Good thing
drama is hard?
yeah.
We'll make that anime sometime.
Oh yeah. Sometimes when I'm 105 and you're in and you have found out a way to get your brain into a computer. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah, I think that was the episode. We're looking forward to the next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe. And I would like to hear your thoughts about the episode as well. So you feel free to comment down below, and we'll see you next time. So bye.
Bye.